How's it going, gentle peeps? We're back with some more Nuts and Bolts Torch, and it's been a few days since I recorded last because it was a Thanksgiving holiday. I had to go eat lots of turkey and hang out with family and do all that kind of good stuff. That's a lot of fun to do around the holidays. So it's been a while since I've recorded, and I haven't really accomplished much because I haven't played over the holidays. Because you just don't do that. You hang out with friends and family. That's what you do. So this is still about where we left off. I logged in because I wanted to play because I've been gone for a while, and so I haven't really grinded all the stuff out like I should. But I've been grinding out a few things. You see, I've got stacks of stuff here. Seared bricks, iron ingots, lots of goodies. Lots and lots of goodies. I don't know why it says 64 up there, but it does. Planted a raspberry bush. I got Xamanta going. This stuff doesn't stack like the other stuff, which is a bummer. But this stuff, you use this blend stuff. Xamanta blend. We've made this before when we made our bucket. That's kind of fun. Recipe on that. Just some clay and some bone meal, and you get 4 of them. Not too big of a deal, but you do have to dry them on drying racks, which is why you see this ugly mess here. I made a bunch of drying racks. You can smelt them in a furnace, but it can't be like the regular furnace. It's got to be a redstone furnace or something similar. So yeah, we have to dry it on the drying racks. Huge bummer, but it hasn't taken that long really. I got 6431. I've also been smelting up some more seared bricks. You just drop some cobblestone in here, it melts up, and you get seared bricks when you pour it out into the ingot cast. Super easy. And we need this for a good reason. Because today I'd finally like to get into steel. I've been putting it off, haven't wanted to do it. I might as well get it done because I'm waiting for bees anyway. So it's not that hard to do, really. I just need to make a bunch of stuff. This pretty much killed the entirety of my iron store because it's 108 iron unless I missed something that I'm supposed to count. 108 iron plates. So all that iron that's here stacked up neatly is going to have to get smelted up into plates, which is a bummer. Those two piles look the same, which is good. Those will melt up. That's good. Let's check our bees. I made the extra couple bees though, and have been slowly filtering bees through. It's such a long process. Hey, there's a thingy. A comb. Got my pristine bees going, got my noble bees going. And yeah, it's kind of a bummer. I put more impregnated frames in here. These are the pristine bees. I haven't decided if I want to do it on these guys yet. I haven't had the seed oil, so I'm making some seed oil when it has a chance, but this guy takes priority, unfortunately, for me. But that's a slow process. Like, I get why they added the stone plate or the smelting stone recipe, but it's not going to work because the recipe's broken. And it is broken. I don't know if I confirmed that with you guys last time. I saw message boards and posts on their website that is broken and they need to fix it. And they have fixed it, but they haven't pushed a public release of the pack yet. So it's not really fixed, which is a bummer. That's okay. We'll make do. What do we got? We got 64 and 44, that's 108. That's exactly what we need to make a bunch of blast furnace bricks. And we got that. We got this stuff. Okay, let's start some of this stuff. So the blast furnace bricks is pretty easy. Iron plates, Xamanta blocks, and then these non-conductive tiny iron plates. We're going to need 108 of these non-conductive tiny iron plates. Did I say tiny iron plates? Non-conductive tiny plates. Again. Obsidian, I'm going to have to go do a little obsidian farming. Not a huge deal because I don't think I have enough. See, that's 8. What is 108 divided by 8? 108 divided by 8 is carry the 2. About 13? A little over 13? Yeah, a little over 13. So I'm going to need 9 recipes of this guy. So I need 9 obsidian. And these tiny plates, which we get from redstone circuit. Hey, wait, we get the redstone circuits? No. Alright. 9 obsidian blocks. Let's start with that. Do I have 9? I do. Alright, 9 obsidian, and then we need a bunch of stone, which I thought I had some stone. I do. I might have to smelt some more. That's not a big deal. Let's just grab 2 recipes for now. Do something like this. We get these redstone circuits, more than we need probably. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. No, that's probably way too many. Nah, that's just right. What am I talking about? I'm delusional. I'm delusional. I can't count. Do that. Haha. Non-conductive tiny iron plates. Tiny plates. Tiny. Why do I want to stick iron in there somewhere? I have no idea why I want to stick the word iron in there. There's not iron in there. I just can't read. Alright. We've got those. Then we need the Xamanta blocks, which is some kind of seared something, which would have all these seared bricks, and then some Xamanta surrounding it. And that should be easy. Now we gotta pick all this stuff up, though. Laggy. Video laggy, not game laggy. All them particles. It's fun, though, picking all this stuff up. It's a pain in the butt stacking it, but it's a ton of fun picking it all up. Let's see, we need bricks, which we do something like that. Rebalance, 27 bricks, just what we needed, which means I counted right. Let's do that, put those there, rebalance, 27, nice and easy. And then something like this. Oh, now we need the iron plates, so now I've got to do a bit more grinding. I've got to take all these, the funness of picking all the stacks of stuff up again. I wish you could stack these on top of each other, and you could have like a double high stack of ingots. That'd be really cool. It doesn't work though, which is a huge bummer. So I gotta melt all this up. Ooh, I can turn this into iron blocks and melt this up a whole lot faster. That's a good idea. Way to go. Think harder. I like it. There we go. 12 blocks. So these will all go in here. It's gonna take me forever to pour this nonsense out though. Like forever. Switch you to... So I'm probably going to do a cut just because I don't want to sit here, let you guys sit here, make you guys sit here and watch me pour all this stuff out. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go replenish my iron supply. So I'm going to do a little bit of mining off camera because I think we're going to need some more iron for other things to make the steel for one. And so I'm going to want to replenish this stuff. I got 16 left. That's it. And I've got like 5 of this geothetite. Geothetite? Sure, why not? And that's it. That is my iron right now. Oh, I got some magnetite. Ooh, never mind. I have tons of magnetite here. Let's get those going. Yeah, that'll work. I'll put that over here too. I did not even see this magnetite. I got tons of iron. I don't need to go mining. But I do need to pour out a bunch of iron. I need to make another forge hammer too, which is easy. Some sticks and some stones. Not to break my bones, but you know what I mean. So yeah, I am going to pour out a bunch of iron, like a bunch of iron, and get a bunch of iron plates and melt up some more iron in the bloomery over there, and I'll come back when I'm done and we'll make us a blast furnace. We'll put it right here, right alongside the coke oven, and we'll see what kind of trouble we can get into with some steel. Hopefully not too much trouble, but maybe we'll get into some. Maybe. I don't know. Hopefully bees are sort of kind of done by then. Probably not, but we'll see, we'll see. So anyway, I'll catch you guys in just a moment when I've got a bunch of iron plates. See you then. Quick interlude, just because I'm annoyed and I want to fix something. I want to make some automation in this ridiculous smeltery. I'm tired of doing this by hand. I can't help it. I can't help it. I have to automate. I have to do it, and I wanted you guys to see, just because. You guys need to see, just because. So Hopper, I checked to make sure the recipes was the regular recipes. It is, and they added a convenience recipe of just a couple of wood and some of that, just so you don't have to craft it yourself. That's kind of nice. That was good. And then I want to do. You guys have probably seen this a ton before, so it's probably nothing new. But if we go into clock, random things or extra utilities, sorry, has this really nice. Clock. It's just stone and some redstone and some sticks and pretty easy. Not that stone. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's just a nice redstone pulse type thing. So very easy to. I don't need that much. Very easy to manage. Very cheap to produce, just a bit of redstone and some stone, which is not too hard to come by early game. But like I said, many of you have probably already done this. I wanted to just show you, just so that in case some of you haven't seen it, now you've seen it. I need one of you real quick, because I do want a lever so I can turn this thing off. Something like that. A chest. Be really good if I made myself a chest. We're just going to do really one chest for now, a single chest, nothing too extravagant. Do like this, we'll come over here, so these tables can be automatically extracted from. For those of you who didn't know, let's break you. Let's put a chest right here, and let's break you. I lost it, don't care, it's just a piece of cobblestone. And do this right there, and there you go. It got pulled out. Now all we need to be able to do is pour some stuff in there, and a redstone pulse will activate the spout, the spigot, and it will automatically pour some stuff out. Pretty easy, simple automation. And of course you can turn off this clock with a redstone signal. It's easy, and this thing will just every now and then make a redstone pulse, and that will activate the spout. What is it? I don't even know what that's called. There it is. Smeltery faucet. There we go. And that'll pour into here. That'll solidify up. When it's done solidifying, it becomes an item, which then a hopper can pull out and put into this chest right here. How's that for awesome? Real quick automation. Nothing fancy, but I don't know why I didn't do this sooner. This will make mass production of things a whole lot nicer. Hopefully I don't have to do too much of it, but that's okay. This redstone clock I'm sure will come into use sometime in the future. So, like I said, I wanted to bring you guys back real quick for this, and I'll keep going and let this happen off camera and bring you guys back when I'm ready to make some more stuff. So, see you in a couple seconds. And we are back. Couple seconds for you, and probably about, I don't know, 10 minutes for me? Not even 10 minutes. This thing sped up the process considerably, but I'm making up a little more, because I thought to look in the quest book. The quest book says we need 28, even though I only need 27 to make the blast furnace. I don't know. So it wants us to make an extra one, which is kind of a bummer. We're going to get a steel block out of it, so this is good. We need 3 steel ingots in the meantime. But yeah, it's kind of actually... Oh, turn that off. I don't want to pour you into plates. I want to pour you into ingots. Thought to check. I bet that recipe is kind of a leftover, because normally the blast brick recipe makes 2 per recipe. But right now it's 1. It's just 1 for this pack. Blast furnace brick, this guy. So usually this makes 2. This pack is making 1. I don't know. So 27 would have made more sense in the quest book, but it's alright. We'll do it this way and we'll get a bunch of goodies, and yeah, it'll work. I gotta wait for that Xamanta to show up. But in the meantime, let's make what we actually need for the furnace, which is something like that. Why does it only say 18? Am I just completely incapable of counting? I think the answer is yes. That's terrible. We had more of those plates, not the circuit plates. It was these plates. So we'll grab that. What obsidian do we got left? 2. I hope 2 is enough. Otherwise, I'm going to go get some obsidian, because I'm out of obsidian. Actually, I don't need to get obsidian. I'll show you a trick. I think it was... Oh, wait. I have to do this first. 8. That's all I got obsidian for. So let's just do this. This is probably a little wasteful. I don't even care at the moment. We're just going to make it work. It's probably not enough. It's, yeah, 4. I need more. Okay, so I need more obsidian. There's a trick to doing this that I can show you guys real quick, but to do so, I'm going to need to smelt up a little more blast furnace brick. So I could go down and mine this stuff, and it would work spectacularly, but there's an easier way. There's a much easier way to get obsidian than to go there and use your pick and make it all happen. It's so much nicer. Replant you. Let's make another Xamanta brick while we're waiting for it. I don't know how many people know this. The people I watch like on YouTube, half of them know it, and that's a about it. So let's do a little education and see if we can help people out. You know, getting a pickaxe that's high enough level to go mine the stuff like I did, it's a pain. You can do it and it works just fine, but it takes time to get a pickaxe that's cool. That is that cool and do it. And you need obsidian before that. You need obsidian to get into the nether, to get the cool stuff. You always need obsidian. And you need obsidian to make the good tools from Tinker's Construct. So yeah, it kind of stinks that it's this hard. But watch, I'll show you a trick. I need probably 3 more obsidian blocks. Let's say it's 3. Let's just pretend it's 3. You're done. Grab these. Come over to here. And let's just make a casting basin. Nice and easy. Same thing that casting table serves, just in basin form. Turn you off real quick. Grab that. Those probably both went in there. That's okay. Let's drop that right there. And now what I want to do is get my bucket out. Let's grab a bucket of lava, which I can grab from my tank here. And if you click on the smeltery drain itself, not on the faucet, on the drain, it drops it in there and puts a bucket of lava in there. Really cool, huh? Let's do it about 3 times. I should count this because I don't know if 3 is enough, but we're going to do it this way anyway. Let's see, because I got 4, I got 6. Yeah, that'll be enough. 2 obsidian makes 4, right? 2 obsidian makes 4. 3 obsidian is going to make 6. I think that's going to work. Now, I'm going to have to do a little bit of running back and forth because I don't have a water source nearby. But now if I come over here and take a bucket of water and do the same thing, click on the drain and look in here. Oops. There we go. It's not smelting up. Did you disable this recipe? If you did, you are evil and you should be punished. This is terrible. So, normally, you can make obsidian by mixing them in a smeltery like this. And it turns out I can't now. I can cast molten obsidian. Yeah, it's just regular obsidian. Oh, this is evil. This is so evil. Okay, ignore everything I just said. I'll probably cut that out of the video. Dang, now how do I get this stuff out of here? Should be able to click it right out of there, shouldn't I? That's frustrating. Very. Alright, let's clean this mess up. If I do that, let's break you real quick. Let's put the tank here and here. And you should be sucking in from, because I don't think it automatically did it. It didn't. Configure IO, this side pull. Okay, that's filling up. Let's wait till it gets all of the lava out. There we are. Break it again. Pick that up before it falls all the way down. Put it down. That'll push my lava back into here when I need it. Now I got to get rid of that water. So I am going to borrow this guy real quick because he's empty. We're going to put you here. Temporarily configure this side to a pull. Get myself a bucket of water. And do that. Drop this here for now so I can get this out. There we go. Something like so. And we can turn this side back off. There we are. Make sure that everything's configured. That's configured to pull. And that's configured to push. Alright, so I'm going to have to go do a little bit of obsidian mining. I could do it here, but I'm just going to go down to the mine and do it because I'll pick up some iron while I'm at it. And I'll be right back when I got a couple more obsidian and we'll finish this thing off. So see you in just a sec again. Our obsidian needs have temporarily been satisfied. We have 11 now. Now we can get on with the good stuff. I'm really frustrated that that recipe has been removed. That's just frustrating. I get it, but that was such a nice convenience thing that shouldn't have been removed. But that's okay. We will survive without it. 2, 3. That, do this, get some of this. And then we needed to do blast furnace bricks. Blast furnace bricks. Like this, like this, like this. That should be 28. That should have completed that part of the quest. Please. Yay, 28. Alright, so now we need some steel. So we actually need to construct the blast furnace. We need our engineer's hammer. This guy. Put that there. Let's dig out ourselves a little hole right here. Like so. We're right up against the bank. Not a lot of room to expand here. That's okay. 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Mindless chatter, I know. Click it with our hammer. There we go. We got a crude blast furnace. It's not the good blast furnace. There's like this reinforced blast furnace, which is pretty cool. Uses these preheaters and all that to kind of make cool stuff. And then there's, of course, the IC2 one. We'll get to that later. What do we got? This guy. This guy is fun. It needs a fuel, and it needs a source of iron, which is just iron in this case. Let's grab some iron, and we have charcoal. It doesn't take coal. At least it never used to take coal. Pretty sure it won't. You have to kind of actually use this guy to make charcoal or coal coke, and then you can put it all in here and make some good stuff. So the thing wanted us to make 3, right? The book wanted us to make 3. 3 steel ingots. Awesome. 3, and then just dump a bunch of charcoal in there. It takes, I think, about 4 charcoal to make a ingot. Let's check it out. Doesn't look like it's going to take all that long. So far we're at 1 charcoal. This is the second charcoal. We're about maybe a quarter done. I remember back in the old days when they first introduced steel and the blast furnace type ideas, and it wasn't immersive engineering was a different pack. This is charcoal 3, by the way. It was a different pack, but steel used to take forever in the blast furnace. I don't remember what mod it was, but it just forever. It's not so bad in immersive engineering. It still takes a little while. It's our 4th charcoal, by the way, but it's really kind of not horrible. What's it been? Maybe 60 seconds ish, a little longer, 90 seconds. There you go. So it's a little over 4 charcoal to make 1 steel ingot. And we're going to get this steel ingot and we're going to get some slag. So the slag, what can we use the slag for? Concrete. I don't really like this concrete other than I think it gives a speed boost when you walk on it. So that's kind of cool. Villager trades. We can trade slag to a structural engineer sometimes for emeralds. That's not a bad thing. It's a better use for the slag than the concrete, really. It's such an ugly brick. Can I use the concrete for anything? Like chisel it into something cool? Ooh, but that launch pad. Ooh, advanced rocketry. That sounds cool. I don't know that one. But it sounds really cool. Leaded concrete. That's just decorative blocks. These are all just decorative blocks. Looks like I need some slags for something from advanced rocketry, and it sounds really cool. Launch pads. And anything named rocketry just sounds phenomenal. I don't know. I like the what was the pack? The mod Galactic Craft. That was a favorite mod of mine. I used to love, building the rocket and going out to the moon and all the other planets and exploring and killing the bosses out there. So maybe advanced rocketry will be really cool too. I might enjoy it. All right, finish up. Finish steel. We got 2. We're about 30 seconds from another one. And then, I don't know. I think we're about done with time on this episode, so we're going to have to call it quits. But we have steel production now. That's very cool. Let's do bees while we're waiting for the steel to finish. Oh, none that time. You're cheap, bee. Ooh, 3 in that one. Okay, I'm happier. And you, still nothing. I need to get frames built. Is this guy going? No, he doesn't have power because this guy's going. That little survivalist generator just isn't enough to keep up with all three of these machines. So I've got more wood in here to try to craft up. Well, I've got some sticks. So that's good, but this guy needs to craft away. This guy needs to craft away. I mean, there's so much to do and so little power to do it in. Actually, while we're waiting, let's see if I can see what the recipe is for, if I go to immersive engineering, what does it take to make a, we've got creosote going, so that's steel, we've got steel going now, and creosote going to make all the treated sticks. So part one's done, we might be able to get into some good power. Now how about the dynamo? Is it dynamo? Is it something? It looks like a weird copper coily type thing here somewhere. Where? Why can I not see it? Is this it? No, that's a generator block. That's not what I'm looking for. Here it is. Kinetic dynamo. This guy needed some aluminum. We have that. Coils, which is copper cables, which I can make with the cutter. I think I can make this. I can make plates easily. The cutter's just some iron. Okay, so that's not so big a deal. The metal former would be better, but I'm not too worried about it right now. And then some iron, so that's easy. Sturdy casing, we know how to make those. We've made several of those so far. And a resonating redstone circuit, which is some redstone, and the ender shard, which is that, and a glass cutter, which is some iron and sticks. I think we have a very good source of power coming up that might be in the next episode, because if we can get that, we're going to have RF for days. Okay, not for days. It's still terrible RF, but few of them, we can make a couple of them, has some pretty good RF that'll last us a little while into these early stages of the mod pack. And just something to do. I'll build it maybe below here so that we can have this room for good stuff. Let's see what we got though. Steel. Why did you not count? Detect. Alright. We'll get a steel block. That gives us like 11 steel, doesn't it? Is it the same kind? Of course it's not. Of course it's a different kind of steel ingot. Anyway, we've got 12 steel. Can't do math. 12 steel. That finishes this one. And then the next progression type thing, it says, is the byproducts of progress. So it looks like we're going to make something from immersive engineering. And this kind of feels like a crusher. Yep, crusher. Crusher to break down the ore and extract titanium. So we're going to find a different way to do titanium than the cheaty way that I did, which is to get into the nether and just mine it directly. That was very cheesy. But it worked. And we got some titanium very quickly. So I'm happy. Steel. I'm happy with steel production. We can make, I'll put some more iron in here. Get this going, make some more charcoal, fill some charcoal over there. Keep going on the bees so we can get into industrial craft. I'm at 29 out of 60 if I wanted everything that the quest book wanted, right? Because it was 4 per and this needed 10, 6 per and this needed 10. So 60 to get 10 construction foam and the construction foam sprayer. Hopefully by next time, now that I'm off of Thanksgiving break, I'll have more time and I'll be able to grind this out. It really, I'm about halfway. About halfway. This is terrible. This really is terrible. I wish the bug was fixed. I could go fix it myself, but nah, we'll just suffer through it. I got 4 bees here. I'm going to get some more frames in it. The frames help, so I'm going to get frames in these guys probably. That will help them until they die because they're ignoble. And yeah, we'll just see what happens. This little generator is making my life so much nicer because I don't have to sit here and crank that engine. So it's going faster than if I'd not made it. It's just not super fast yet. But the immersive engineering thing might be a way to speed this whole process up very quickly. So that might actually be a real thing. Let's make an immersive engineering water wheel next time and get this thing powered and get lots of RF power down in here so that we can do all kinds of stuff. But I need some iron or some steel. Need to make some steel, need to make all kinds of stuff. So next episode will be a crafting and building. That's the goal. Ooh, the other thing that we need, let's check this. I'm going to need to wire to connect all this stuff together. So I'm going to need, what do we got? Low voltage wire coil. So this is a thing. Some sticks and some copper wire, which is shears or the engineering wire cutter. Gets us one. Of course, a metal press, but we're not to that stage yet. Wire, the metal press would get us more per ingot, so we're not there yet. So I need to smelt up a bunch of copper. We also need the... Where did it go? Where did it go, George? Where did it go? Up here. The wire connectors. This is copper. That's easy. Some hardened clay, which I can just go mine directly. We're right next to that Savannah, I think it was. And then the relays, which are, again, clay and copper. So I'm going to need a bunch of copper. So I need to grind up some copper, smelt some copper, some iron, which we have going. That's fine. And yeah, we'll have water wheels going and lots of RF. It'll make me so happy. It'll make things so happy. This stuff will just have all the power it needs. It'll be able to run full bore the entire time, which is phenomenal. So anyway, with that, guys, I'm going to have to catch you next time. We're out of time this time. I hope you had a good time. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you in the States who celebrate Thanksgiving. And I will catch you guys in the next episode. See ya.